a quick heads up. I was originally planning to do this entire video the same way as part 1, but things ended up happening so quickly I couldn't. So this one is going to be more akin to a royalty is here video. Those of you who don't know, the YouTube channel tagged at Edgy and the Blue Boy, otherwise known as Team Sonic Gaming, was a YouTube channel created October 17th, 2024. Right? Wrong. That's probably just information on when they joined the partner program or something. I don't know. I don't care. But if you've noticed, the recent video that they done was a Outlast video, which honestly I don't even fucking care. We'll be back with more Sonic fandom drama after these messages.
What's he looking for?
I think he's looking for savings. I can't watch this anymore. Stop! There's an easier way. We compare your Progressive Direct rate to other top companies so you get a great price. No more running around. Wouldn't you love to see the world through his eyes?
I bet I look like the strongest man in the world.
The best place to find a great deal. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
I'm back. Let's get this stuff over with. I'm back. Now, you probably might have seen this video by the small gacha floating around on the internet. And honestly, I don't really blame her for making this video. After all, she was not only a victim of Jackson's pedophilic sexual urges, but also, racism. Yep, that's a thing. I will be leaving a link to the Small Gacha's channel in the description below, but as we'll see later on, she is not going to take any of Jackson's quote-unquote apologies. In fact, it had gotten so bad that Lillerisp, Luerwolf, and others that associated with Jackson and Team Sonic Gaming as a whole also came out and discussed everything that has happened to them. It's clear that the victims of Jackson, and by association, anyone who still chose to be a part of Team Sonic Gaming, are going to see this channel and think it's just yet another channel that's under the throes of the JC effect, as I like to call it, which, yes, is named after the original creator of Sonic.exe, JC the Hyena. We don't really talk about much, but I feel like this whole thing is just yet another living example of his impact on some people on the internet. This man is not cool by any means necessary, and should stay off the internet. And I'm sorry for stuttering there, but that is just disgusting. Of course, despite everything, there's always a chance for improvement. And everyone who's outside of Team Sonic Gaming nowadays are going to improve upon themselves and make content for other people just to keep people happy and not have anything weird about it. I'm glad that people like Lure Wolf and the Small Godser will be able to move on. Although, speaking of the Small Godser, there is still one thing we need to talk about. And that, of course, is the apology stream that Team Sonic Gaming have officially done. More specifically, Jackson, to be precise. Just a quick one, guys, before we continue this very long video that time of storing everything is still in the works, especially at time of recording this segment. Anyway, I do want to let you guys know that I'm going to be making content more so over on newgrounds.com. This will include potentially all future Portline plays, as well as me just re-releasing all my previous Portline plays at some point in the near future on here. Which I think for now we're gonna just all agree that the first series that's going to be on Newgrounds will be the Portline Plays Final Fantasy XII Vesolia Gates. And the reason why I'm saying this, and I am saying this wholeheartedly, is because according to Gothic Therapy and their internet sleuthing, YouTube is now less than 50% human-led. Like, we know it was coming, it was gonna be completely automated, but they just don't want to be considered to indies anymore. Independence. Like, YouTube wants to go mainstream now, so yeah. I don't agree with that, especially not with what's been going on recently with Rupert Lowe getting censored by GB News. Like, I've already posted about this on X. I have mentioned that GB News is ideologically captured. I also tagged Donald Trump in a quote retweet about President Benjamin Netanyahu being a guy who wants to go full communist and say that the internet should globally be under the control of Israel. It really shouldn't. And I don't think there are any Zionists that honestly would agree with Benjamin Netanyahu. I think the guy's becoming more communist than Zionist. I just don't know, man. Honestly, I think it's safe to say that, yeah, we should once again point out the fact that the hashtag ClownFistTV was right. There's a bit more truth in it than a lot of you guys would probably realize. So, yeah. Head over to newgrounds.com. I'll be making a bunch of content, and I will be sharing my favorite movies. Look, there's a cutscene for Postal V Sunny Days. Yeah. Also, I'll be sharing some of my art too. So feel free to vote on a score or anything. And yeah. Give me a follow on Newgrounds because I do not trust YouTube. We'll see where things go, but hopefully it won't be bad. Now, as for Jackson's apology, it went about what you expect, a 3 hours long stream, and he didn't give a shit. And the small gotcha called him out on his BS. I wouldn't mind. This whole situation could have been avoided if Jackson just owned up to what he did. But sadly, that wasn't the case. And while yes, the small gotcha should have also alerted the authorities, there is a chance that that might not have happened. To help out the situation, and he would just appear once again to cause such grievances, as well as anyone who still wants to associate with him and commits the same actions. I do not condone actual pedophilia. And while yes, fiction shows actions of pedophilia, it is shown as a taboo subject. And for the most part, the legal age of consent in different countries is exactly that. Certain things that each country abides by. I know it seems difficult for people to understand that, and I understand that too. However, that does not mean you get to harass people by saying if you like the character of Hugh Williams, then you're a pedophile just because he's protecting his robot daughter. Yeah, that says more on the people who don't play Pragmata, if anything, and have spitefulness towards parents, I guess? Either way, if you're playing Pragmata and you're enjoying it, more power to you. Anyway, that's all I've got to say for this ridiculous mess of I don't know what to call him out of politeness. That is Jackson, the whole situation on Team Sonic Gaming, and me no longer associating with anyone involved with Edpw. It was a very interesting two-parter, to say the least. However, I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with certain people wanting things to go the way that they want to, when it really shouldn't be. Like, there's more than just you. And you know what? I'm not even surprised at this point if things go the way of Dot Monster Revolution, which you should pick up a copy of. It's really good. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Later.